What are we talking about today?
Today's a big question.
Mm,
It's the number one question that we get from men.
ah,
And what is it?
Hmm.
How do I make her happy?
ah. That's an interesting question. We are the sexagenarian sages,
And we are here to bust the myths around sexuality and aging.
and I think the myth we're busting today is that the number one question we get from men is, how do I get her to have sex with me more often? That's what most women that I talk to think that their partner is thinking.
Hmm.
But then when we talk to their partner,
We get something different.
and that is, how do I make her happy? And would you like to talk a little bit about some of your experience?
Yeah, I can do that. Well, like many men, I grew up, believed in learning formulas,
Mm,
finding out that one thing that would always make her feel good, that little button that I could always push, and it would give her the pleasure that she wanted. It would make her happy.
and how did that work for you?
Not very well.
Really?
Yeah. So what did I do instead? Well, maybe I should push this button,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I should push that button, or I should try this formula, or I should try that formula. And the less they worked, the harder I tried to either make them work or find one that did work.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a memory of a time when you were going down on me. And you said to me, if you would just sit still. I was squirming. It felt good, but my body needed to squirm. Are you okay with me sharing that?
Yeah, fine
Okay.
with me.
But it was like, okay, he was trying to please me, but I wasn't cooperating.
That's right. It has to be done the right way.
Mhm.
There's a formula to this.
Yep. And interesting enough, that happened years and years and years ago. But as you can see, it's still kind of stuck in my head.
Hmm.
And I know better these days. But before we were working on the sexuality stuff, it actually interfered with my ability to enjoy oral sex,
Mhm.
receiving oral sex.
Did you become afraid to ask for what you wanted?
Oh, yes. I had some hesitation around asking for it to begin with, but it also meant that when I was receiving it, I had to not move so much, and
You had to get it the way you were told to have it,
yeah.
not the way you wanted it.
And when we finally did talk about this and cleared it up, it changed things so much.
But it was also hitting on something inside of me. I wanted things to be clear. I wanted things to be formulaic, so I always knew I could do it right. And to me, I had to fix her. I had to fix the situation. And so I couldn't approach the situation with intuition, with feeling, or even with presence.
And then I also felt in some ways that I was broken. Because, okay, this worked 2 days ago. Why isn't it working now? And actually,
Been pulling hair out. That's why I'm so bald. I
I
can't get it to work.
Yeah. Why isn't she like she was a few days ago? And actually, that's one of the things I've learned about myself is what pleases me one day doesn't please me another day. And for that matter, what pleases me from 1 minute to another minute.
And
It
here's
doesn't mean that I'm broken.
the problem with formulas. You think it's always going to be the same. And so, as a guy, I wasn't addressing her. I wasn't present with her. Instead, I was present with what was in my head, what's supposed to be the right way to do it. And if it's not working today, there must be something wrong with her, or there's something wrong with me. Why isn't it working today? And I couldn't accept the fact that her sensations moved. And if I had bothered to ask or bothered to communicate to find this out, I would have been able to actually make her happy.
And another thing that's changed is you've learned to use your intuition more. Yes, we talk about it more ahead of time and in the moment. But you've also, through some of the practices we've done, learned to read my body, to know when I need something a little different. And I've learned to be more communicative. Can you say the word for me?
Communicative.
Communicative about what it is I need in the moment, and not feel like I'm bossing him around or trying to take control. I'm just simply asking for what I need in the moment. But you've gotten so much better with using your intuition that I don't have to ask as much.
It tends to flow. Now, I'm not reading her mind here.
No.
I'm reading her
my
body. That's what's important. Takes practice. And with practice, you're gonna make mistakes. So you gotta have a partner who can be compassionate with you. And you need to be compassionate with yourself.
Yes.
Because you're going to make mistakes. And the mistakes are great because that's how you learn.
Yes. Think about when you were learning to walk. Did you just get up and start trotting along? No. You walked and you fell. You walked and you fell. Did you give up? No, you kept going until you knew how to walk.
Should I show them my broken toes? When I was
I don't
learning to walk,
think they need to see that.
when I was learning to walk, I broke my toes a lot. And as a result, I've got some scars to show for it. But I still kept going and I learned to walk and now I run.
Yep. And you had help with that.
Yes.
Parents would take your hands, help you balance, help you learn how to walk. How about help with this?
You know, it sounds so freaking weird to hire a coach for sex, doesn't it? But it helps.
Oh, it made such a huge difference for us.
A third party who can work with you, who can see things, can come up with ideas for you to be able to proceed with to make the changes necessary. It's very helpful. Your partner can't do that necessarily. They're too close.
And there's also the help that the coach can give you is it can help you learn to talk to your partner about this.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things I find with a lot of couples, they're just so uncomfortable talking about it that they don't do it.
You can say those uncomfortable things to a coach that you can't say to your partner.
Saying it in the presence of a coach to your partner can help facilitate understanding. Okay.
So our question today was, how do I make her happy? And I think we pointed out to you that you don't want to be using formula. You want to be learning to use intuition and feeling. That you can't fix her because there's nothing really broken. And you can't force this to happen. And having somebody like a coach around to help guide you through this process can be the road to success.
Ladies, you need to be a communicative. Did I get it right that time?
I think you're pretty close.
Communicative partner who doesn't expect him to read your mind.
Yeah.
That's another whole video by itself, but help him understand what it is that you need in the moment to make you feel good. And quite honestly, presence is a big part of that. You being present, him being present, working as a team to enjoy this experience together.
There is another little offshoot on this for the guys. what is it in you that makes you feel anxious? And that's a whole different topic.
We'll tackle that topic in a separate
We
video.
can do that on a separate video.
Okay.
Subscribe,
Mhm.
talk to us, send us a
Yeah.
comment, ask us, something more. If a question came up in your head around this, ask it.
Mhm. I will tell you that one of the things I've discovered from doing social media posts, people are shy about putting comments on our videos. So send us an email and maybe join us on one of our monthly question and answer sessions.
Yep.
The link for that's down below, but we're here to help and we know what it's like. We went through 25 years of not talking to each other, of finally reaching the point where we weren't having sex. We know what it's like and we know what it can be like if you take some time to work on it.
So thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and tune in next week for our next video.
See you then.